So I finally got my new keyboard, and I'm actually happy. You know, it's been a long while since I can actually make the claim that I'm legitimately happy. Normally, I'm not sad. It's just that I'm in a neutral state. And today I'm happy because I got the new keyboard. Is this consumerism, chat? Is this what consumerism is about? Like, I purchase a product, it is on my table, and it provides me with ample happiness. For how long, though? How long will this happiness last? Because I wanted some more. And I don't think I can get it if I purchase another keyboard. You know what? Maybe next week I'm going to do something outrageous. I'm going to purchase a mouse. It should have an LGBT logo on it. Like, if it doesn't have a rainbow flag, it doesn't make me happy, because this is what provides meaning into my life. Knowing that a corporation that uses some people in China to slave over making that mouse has painted the Marxist flag over it, and it fills with happiness in my room. And it gives me meaning because I feel that I used my money in order to make social change and improve the life of miserable Americans. Fuck yeah! Hello, chat. How's it going? I just, express my thoughts out loud. I mean, this is how it's to be part of the culture, right? Like, this is how you, This is how you Americanize the American Empire. Is probably what it does. Hello, Julian the Apostate. Welcome to the chat. You know what? I can't buy a new light bulb because I have one of those LED lights. I generally don't know what happens when the light goes out, though. I never thought about it. Like, the way this light is designed, I think, like, if it breaks, it breaks. Like, you have to replace all of it. Unironically, I'm upset that I can't show you a picture, but maybe next stream, and you can tell me what you do when this light breaks out, because I never thought about it. Hopefully, it's like one of those lights that's made in Germany that will last 1,000 years. Because if it breaks, yeah, you can't really change the light bulb. What was the problem with the previous keyboard? I think it was like 5 years old. It started decomposing. Like, parts of it was coming out. It had like this thing when you rest your hands on it. But it was made with the material that was soft, and that material was coming out. Like, there were bits of sponge coming out of the keyboard. I mean, again, it's like 5 years old, Anyway, right, so I have an RGB mouse. The LED lights aren't in the color they should be. No. There is only one imperial flag out there. The flag of mankind. The flag to encompass everything and absolutely all except cisgender straight white people. And that is the flag you must have. You must purchase it. It must be in your home. If it's not in your home, you will never make social change, and the Democrats will be outraged. And you will be fired. Speaking of diversity, we're going to talk about diversity today. It's getting so bad that I hear people on Twitter claiming that this is a psyop. Like, unironically, they're not even making fun. They legitimately believe that this is a psyop, okay? So, why am I saying this? Well, there's a lot of plain, I can't say like accidents. I would say it's kind of like, sorry about that. Yeah, we can't say it's accidents. It's more like shenanigans. Shenanigans with planes, okay? Like, first of all, the year starts with an article saying that 2022 had the highest record of almost mid-air collisions, right? So, like, nothing bad happened, but it was pretty goddamn close. Then it was like a plane which had like parts of it come out during flight. Then you had like, I think like 2 days ago, I'm looking at Sargon of Akkad's Twitter, and there's this plane that was flying and it was on fire. It was a cargo plane though, so no one got hurt, managed to land it, but still. My favorite take was a video with a pilot who's like, I'm going to make the landing, and the traffic controller, which was a very nice lady, says, you're not doing the landing properly. The pilot goes like, lady, I've been doing this for 15 years. And she says, no, I Googled it. You're not doing it. Okay. There was like another problem. Apparently, a light was saying that the cabin is losing pressure. So what they did is like the normal thing, you know, this is the progressive thing. The Democrat thing to do is to turn off the light when that tells you. They kept flying the plane. Eventually the cabin decompressurized. So people are saying, dude, it's like a psyop. Like they just want people to be afraid of flying so that the companies lose money. I don't think it's a psyop. No. I think it is what it is. And meanwhile, all you know what, like the air the companies that are dealing with airplanes, they are working overtime in order to display on their website that is like, oh, the first ever women only plane. It has only women in it. Ah, oh, we got diversity here. Oh, we hire people based on the diversity. Do you know what diversity is, though? I finally figured it out, chat. I finally figured it out because for a while, I was looking at the new way of Americans to do business, and something was creepy about it. It's like, my God, it's almost like you shouldn't run businesses this way. You know, like a job is not like a reward that you give to someone. Like when you have a position, you don't give the job to someone as a reward. You're giving the job to someone because you're trusting them to do something useful. Right? Like a job isn't something that you're like, here's a medal. You were born correctly. No. Jobs. It's because someone has to perform them, right? So the Soviet Union had the same problem, and Eastern Europe still has the same problem. And what diversity is fucking nepotism, chat. I finally realized it. It's nepotism. You're hiring based on nepotism. This is why many parts in the third world are struggling economically. This is why Zimbabwe went through a famine. It is nepotism. Simple as, right? Like you have a job and it's like, yes, but like he is the boss's son. All right, now the boss's son can't do shit. He's an imbecile. But he is the boss's son. Like, come on, can we not help him out? Can we not find something for him? Like, there must be something. The thing with like diversity is that there are a lot of boss's sons going around. A lot of boss's sons, you know? And when you have like the boss's son, you send him to a company and they find something for him to do. It's like, look, just be at the computer and shut the fuck up, okay? Like, let other people do their job, you do your job, and it's all working fine. But when the boss has 1,000 children and they all go to the company, there aren't enough fucking computers for all of them. It is what it is. Like, think about it. Nepotism is 100% bad thing. It is the worst thing that has ever happened to mankind. You have no fucking idea how demoralizing it is to be at a company and you're there with the boss's son who is inferior than you at everything, but he is arrogant, he is cocky, he looks at you with disgust. Whenever you have an issue with him and you go to your boss, the boss sides with the boss's son. Nepotism is fucking cancer. Do not tell me with a straight face that nepotism is not a bad thing. I don't know what it is. I can't possibly explain why it is, but like every single time a person was hired on nepotism, they were an asshole. Without exception. You see this in a micro scale when you play World of Warcraft. The friend of the guildmaster, the girlfriend of the officer, the one that is there that's not supposed to be there, was always the asshole. It's not enough that they get a job that they shouldn't get. It's not enough that they're in a position of power that they shouldn't have. But my fucking God, it's almost like they have a chip on their shoulder and they hate talent. You can say that I'm a farmer due to nepotism. My uncle was a farmer, and I'm only farmer because of my uncle. That is not fucking nepotism. Nepotism is like this. You're at a company, and you gotta hire someone, right? So what you do is you get an exam or some test in order to make sure that the best person gets the job. Nepotism is when you want the boss's son to get the job, so you give him the test results so that he can get a better grade than everyone else. And in reality, he may be shit at this job, he may not know anything, right? He comes in through the back door. That is what nepotism is. Like if your father was a farmer and your uncle was a farmer, that is like keeping it in the family business. That is not nepotism. Right? Like you can be by the way, the boss's son can also get the job properly. The boss's son can study for the position. He can get the job. Like that's fine. It's not nepotism. We are so shafted we have no idea. Dude, I remember Destiny. God damn it, I'm dying. I remember Destiny. Talking with Medicare. I watched that stream at the beginning of every year. And Destiny was like, oh, so you think like diversity is going to hurt things like the airplane industry? Like they're never going to hire people simply because of diversity. Like of course they're going to care about the pilot. But the thing is, like, when you look at how they're doing things, they're basically telling middle management, if you fit the diversity quota, if you turn human beings into percentages, and you raise the percentages accordingly, we are going to give you a bonus. So now the middle manager is like, okay, do I hire the percentage, or do I hire based on safety? I mean, if I hire the percentage, maybe he will do a good enough job, you know, he must know something, so probably the plane won't crash. I'm going to hire the percentage. Why even put the person in such a position? Like, almost anyone would be like, okay, well, if I fuck up, you know, they can't blame me. I mean, they're going to blame him anyway, right? So, I may as well get my bonus. What about monarchy? I do not understand. I do not understand how people can shill for monarchy when you have Prince fucking Charles in the United Kingdom. Prince Charles! Have you listened to him talk? He just banned cigarettes last time he opened his mouth. Goes on air, it's like, oh yeah, in the United Kingdom we're going to ban cigarettes for the new generation. That's what he said last time. Oh, Prince Charles, yes. Oh my god, it's so good, yes. Yes, he banned cigarettes. Oh, finally, they're not good, so I'm happy that cigarettes are banned. Okay, what are they going to ban next then? Huh? What are your fucking hobbies? What are your vices? You have no vice. None whatsoever. Really? And they're not going to ban what? No, not serious. You want? No, okay, fine. I mean, you know what? You be a subject of the World Economic Forum king. You be a subject of that, you know, like long live monarchy, sure, just not in my fucking country. I don't fucking care what the utensil is in. Like, if he likes monarchy, go live in Britain. Does he smoke? I hope he doesn't, because King Charles doesn't like that. Imagine banning Pepsi, sure. They're already coming for coffee. My god, you know, I genuinely think that utopia is one regulation away. Like, if they only ban more things, eventually we're going to reach paradise on Earth. When you die, you're going to go to heaven and you're going to say, shit, Earth was better. They banned more things. Hi V, hope you are doing, how are you doing? Also, Charles is king now. Yes, the WEF king. I corrected myself, American Outlier. I did the thing. I corrected myself. He is the king, yes. How old is he, by the way? I feel like that's the only positive aspect of this. Is that he's not like very young. How can you restrict the sales of cigarettes to children when they already can't buy them? No, you don't understand. They're not restricting the sales of cigarettes to children. If you are under the age of 18 in the UK right now, it will never be legal for you to buy cigarettes, ever, right? What they are saying is that this is the last generation that can purchase cigarettes. So in the UK, if you're under the age of 18, even when you become 19, you will still not be able to buy cigarettes. I don't know how they want to enforce this. I assume like you're going to have to look at people's ID, and if they're born before the year, I don't know, like 2000, they can't buy cigarettes ever. The mental retardation of this is that cigarettes in the UK were already on decline. So you already have people like Noah. Oh my God, so based. Oh yes. Yeah, like how can we live our lives if the government doesn't forbid us? Like we must smoke, we must, but thankfully King Charles is now punishing us. Send the police, find me. Yes, find me and find my family, find my daughter, find everyone. The government needs my cash. This mentality, I genuinely don't understand it. But anyway, right, so the cigarettes were already in decline. Okay? Like it was already unpopular to smoke. Now they made it edgy. Now they created a perfect opportunity for the black market to succeed. Right? Noah, I want to live in your country. I would profit so much out of your people. You have no fucking idea. Yes, ban everything so people like me can profit. You know what? I like Noah. Noah, I hope more people are like you. I genuinely hope they ban everything. You know, especially the things that are easy to get, like cigarettes. Yes, and I hope they make legislations like this where like one generation can still use them and one generation can't. I wonder like how long it will take for some big brain kid to be like, old man, can you buy some cigarettes for me and I'll give you some extra cash? And Noah will be seething. He will be like, how is this possible? How is this person doing it? Why is it happening? I don't understand. The government was supposed to take care of it. Thank you for the super chat. We got Lucius Cornelius. Question is, though, if the hirer hires based on quotas, won't they be held accountable if something goes wrong? And it's King Charles. No, they will not be held accountable. They're doing their job, right? Like here's the thing. When you hire someone, let me put it this way. Let's say that an engineer builds a bridge and the bridge crashes, right? Who's held legally responsible? Is it the engineer or the person that hired them? Like, how many times did you ever hear in the news, this person has to go to prison because they hired someone? No, that doesn't happen. 100% is the person that has been hired, right? So most of the time they don't even get to be punished. It's like, it is what it is. The thing is, by the way, I don't even smoke. Okay? I genuinely don't. I don't like dating women that smoke. I don't like licking ashtrays. However, I do understand that people need vices. I don't like this concept. It's like everyone needs to be forced to live virtuous. If you're forced to live virtuous, then it's not virtue. Right? I think people should be able to choose. Now, of course, something should be banned. like stuff like la cocaína. Apparently, you know, it's a crime unless done in the White House. If it's in the White House, no one knows. No. But still, right, like la cocaína. The thing with la cocaína is that it actually destroys the neurons. So like that is why, you know, like certain things are very harmful. I agree, you know. But tobacco. Oh, but it gives cancer. Yeah, when you're 60. People should die of something, you know, like there is no such thing as dying of old age. No, you die of kidney failure, you die of heart attacks, you die of, right? Like, I would rather coke be legal than cigarettes. But why though? The thing with coke is that when you have a person that's addicted to the stuff, and they can't get more of the stuff, they become violent. The thing with cigarettes is, yeah, you know, someone doesn't have cigarettes, they become angry, but they're not a danger to society. If the tobacco that is bad in a cigarette, it isn't the tobacco that is bad, it's all the other chemicals. Okay, fine. Whatever. Who cares? I think, like, the other chemicals may be addictive as well, because otherwise, like, why wouldn't you just chew tobacco, right? Listen to this, chat. Listen to this. Let's analyze what's transpiring here.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You got to endure. People are too...
You want to stick in the
People
relationship?
are just...
I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just...
For anyone that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay,
endure.
I'll tell
Would
you
they
what.
give up
I'll tell you what.
divorce?
It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if...
Okay, so like, his statement is that if his daughter is in a relationship that's physical abusive, right? So like, his daughter comes back home with a brown eye. He's like, darling, endure. Go back to Joffrey. Okay, you know, like, this is his position. A very stoic individual, right? Like, nothing phases him. Great. Let's see how he will handle the next problem.
Two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating. Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely. Jesus himself said in cases of adultery.
I'm starting to think that these individuals are like, well, I'm a man, so I'm going to advocate for my self-interest. Yeah, if the woman cheats, blah blah blah. But if I mean, it's not like I'm going to be a victim of abuse, so I don't care. By the way, like, this whole thing where they rationalize it, that Jesus said, the Catholic Church said back in the day when they actually had a pope, that wasn't a Marxist. They were actually against all type of divorces, even the ones for adultery. I remember, like, there was a case that I studied in law. It was like a situation of both adultery and abuse. So the church, like, allowed the woman to live somewhere else, but they were still married. Like that's how serious it was. Like the concept of divorce is actually quite new. But no, this is not based. You know, I disagree. It's not based, and I will tell you why. You don't want to see your daughter coming home with a brown eye. Right? You don't want to see your sister coming home with a brown eye. No, I would say that domestic abuse is definitely grounds for a divorce. And if you say, oh, okay, so adultery is grounds for a divorce, but domestic abuse isn't, then what a woman has to do in order to get a divorce is cheat. I bet you didn't think that through, didn't you? It wasn't... Speaking of bridges, there was a bridge in Minnesota or Florida that collapsed due to faulty design. It was on the news channels, but when they found out the architect team was all women, they stopped reporting. I remember that. That was like 2017, I think. Thanks for the buyer's remorse, you dirty troll. Well, thank you for purchasing it. Banning cigarettes now is like when they started vaccines in the 50s for diseases which were going away because of improved hygiene. No, it's actually worse. It's kind of like... Look, the United States already has a massive drop in smoking. I can't explain why that is, but it is. Right? Like teenagers in the US smoke far less than people in Europe. Like you still have smokers, it's just not so much. And it's the same in the UK. Like the number of smokers was going down naturally. When you're banning it, you're making it edgy. You're making it cool again. Stop it. In America, we say black eye. I see. The problem is that whatever those women refer to as abuses, that we were talking hypothetical, right? Like it's a hypothetical situation where a person is genuinely being abused. I do not believe that the solution would be, well, endure it. For how long? Forever. Your entire fucking life. No, I'm sorry. That's no. Is a brown eye worse than a brown nose? Yes. Appreciate all you do. What do I do though? What do? I fight for the rights of people that smoke cigarettes. That's what I do. Palworld keeps winning. They're interviewing Palworld guys on Japanese television. None of them knew how to develop a game. We all learned on the job. Budget of $10,000. The decision to make it Pokemon with guns was because they were worried the game would not be a global success unless they added guns because America likes to shoot things. The general neutral type A character creator was likewise because Americans sometimes want to make very ugly characters. Oh my god. Yeah, the thing is, like, it should not be possible in a normal and sane society for some chuckleheads with 10,000 grands to create a phenomenon that is more popular than AAA companies, right? Like, you have multi-billion-dollar corporations that can't produce shit. And here you have some chuckleheads making an indie game, and the left is seething. Like, they are frothing at the mouth. I go on Twitter. They are legitimately furious, and they can't articulate why. Because these are the jackboots of the corporations. They have the hammer and the sickle in the bio, and all sorts of communist paraphernalia that your mother wouldn't even know. And they are absolutely livid over the fact that someone managed to make a better game than the woke shit that's made by Capcom and Ubisoft. And it's like, how can this fucking game not have body type A, body type B, not have pronouns, not have ugly women, and yet it still manages to sell? Like their entire world, their entire existence was to gaslight the market into liking the shit that the academics like. And despite all of that effort, despite that BlackRock is on their side, despite that the Democrat politician wants them to succeed, and the Social Media Trust and Safety Council is with them, they still are unable to do it. And they are imploding right now. They're like, is my entire existing meaningless? Does my entire effort has no meaning? And the answer is yes. Yes, it has no meaning. No matter how many people you harass, no matter how many people you report to social media, it is still in vain. We are still more than you, and we spend our money however we like it. Did the cocklord with stripper name let the whatever podcast guys take a dip in his wife before she finished the divorce? Sig Smuggler Mafia. Is Destiny ever going to get away from the history? You know, like 5 years from now, will people stop talking about it? Or is this like going to haunt it forever? Casper the Ghost would be proud. My god, that is all. Oh, you know what we need? We need Casper the Ghost for a modern audience. How would that be, though? I think like the first thing they would do would be to make Casper non-binary. That would sell, wouldn't it? I mean, normally I wouldn't watch Casper the Ghost remake. But if they make him non-binary, then I would have to watch it. It would be like, well, because I'm a modern man. And I only watch stuff made for modern audiences. Where is body type C? In Baldur's Gate, actually. They had body type A, B, C, D. And to be honest, like what it was slim man, muscular man, ugly woman, and fat woman. you could tell which one are which by selecting the barbarian class and noticing that the female characters have their chests covered and the male characters have their chest uncovered. Casper's three uncles would be all Trump supporters? No. They don't even mention Trump support. We don't do that. Blackwash Casper? That would look weird. A black goat. You know what? I actually want to see that now. I want, like, if they blackwash Casper, it would look like a racist caricature, wouldn't it? I want you all to close your eyes right now and imagine an African American Casper. How would that look like? American Outlier. How would it look like? I wonder if ChatGPT can do it. Hold on. Holy shit. What if ChatGPT actually does it and it does the red lips as well? I don't think it will know what to do. Hold on. How should I prompt it? Yeah, it would probably look like Mr. Popo, wouldn't it? Draw in the style of Casper the Spooky Ghost. Ghost like Casper that is African American. Let's see. It will focus on the friendliness aspect of the Spooky Ghost. All right. It's thinking right now. Creating image. Oh my fucking god, chat. Oh my fucking god. Oh, holy shit. Hold on. Let me see if I can save this somewhere so I can show you. This is what ChatGPT came up with, chat. I mean, it's not bad, you know. It's it is something. I will have to say it is something. I don't think it has any references to it, you know? I don't think like it knows what exactly I asked. Hold on, let me ask for it to do it again. Like maybe the first time was just Is it American Outlier? I don't think American Outlier floats. Hold on. It's doing it again. This one is also interesting, chat. It's not as good as the first one, but it's definitely different. Like we got something different here. The thing is, like, it really has no references, right? it never saw one before, so it's trying to understand and adjust. Is it spooky? I think it's spooky. You want trans? Alright, hold on. Make a trans ghost. Oh, it actually does it. It doesn't complain. I'm actually curious now. What is it going to come up with? I asked for a trans ghost. I think it might draw the ghost with the trans flag. Let's see if that is what it does. Nah, it will not do anything with the. Oh my god! It looks like Hitler, chat. I asked for a trans ghost and it gave me something that looks like Hitler. Why did it do this? What does ChatGPT mean by this? Hold on. I will show you in a bit. It doesn't have the mustache though. I love the fact that it can't just be trans. You need to have all the paraphernalia. Like ChatGPT understands it. It's like You got the flag in the background. You have more flags, even more flags. Gender sign. Oh, a cross? A cross? Really, ChatGPT? Really? Es muy problemática. But yeah. It is problematic. What can I say? It is problematic. It doesn't have. But by the way, do you guys know how you can say Nazi in sign language? So there's this channel called Start ASL. ASL is like where you learn how to speak sign language, right? And most of their videos don't have that many views, but there is this particular one which has almost 10,000 views, right? And it's just for seconds, but like comments have this ability, so you know it's going to be good shit. Let's see how you say Nazi in sign language. Like this to me is very interesting. So you do the little mustache. Like you have to do the little mustache and then you do the salute. Now what's interesting though is that I wonder how it would be like to have two individuals who are impaired, right? Like they cannot speak, and they accuse each other of being Nazis. Can you imagine? Now what's even more interesting is when you realize that this is actually illegal in several countries. Like, if you do this in Germany, you may end up in prison, and you're like, no, I'm not the Nazi, I was accusing them. But you can't say it because you can't speak. Please, American Sign Language for the word abortion. Okay, I need to, ASL, abort, no, I gotta see this. No, that is no fucking way. That is no fucking way. This is legit. Okay, chat. I want you to look at the screen. You're going to lose your shit. I want you to look at the screen. Stop what you're doing and look at the screen, alright? Holy shit, I should ask for super chats now. Like, if you want me to play the video, give super chats. Totally worth it. I'm joking. Look at this. That is no way. That is no way this is real. I refuse to believe this is the actual. No. No. Insert the Carl No meme. No. No. That looks so nasty. Yes. His face as well. Can you imagine though? Imagine like two people using sign language and talking about stuff. It's like a person is pro-life, so they're against abortion, and the other person is like, you're a Nazi. And you have like the sign languages going. Yeah, I mean, look, I will give them this. It is concise, and it is straight to the point. Like, there's no beating around the bush. There's no, right? Like, you don't really need to like, yeah. My God. I wonder, like, how they say bestiality in sign language. Do I even want to know? That's probably not, it's not even on YouTube, is it? We already covered what's ASL for Nazi. Communist is actually meh. Like they make a C with their fingers and they have like the other finger which represents the hammer. So like they're showing the hammer and sickle. That's not really that meh. Um, the dog pill in the ASL, yeah. How do they say Jew? Let me hold on. Let's look for Jew in ASL. Jewish. Okay. No, is this guy trolling? This guy must be trolling. There's no fucking way. Look at this. Like, really? I mean, okay, so they have a beard, but like, so do Muslims. I think this one may be better. Yeah, it is. I guess this is how you say it. Let's see how actually there must be like one that goes through all the ethnicities. Describing people's ethnicity in sign language. Okay. So what do we have here? Describing people ethnicity. Alright. It's like, okay, so you pinch your cheek. It's like skin color, I guess. Alright. What? I thought that most of them would make sense. Yeah, so like most of them don't. Oh, okay. Now that one makes sense. That one makes sense. Look, you can tell that the academics haven't really looked into this because like they would immediately bring political correctness into this shit. Indian Eastern. Let's see like Indian American. Oh my god. What does it comes from the soul, or what is it trying to say here? It's like an explosion, is it? Yeah, I wonder like how do they come to be? Oh my god, Noah, what's bestiality? Thank you so much for the $99 super chat. Jesus. You can't find it on YouTube. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that if you know someone in sign language, like maybe that they will have a way to say it, but I genuinely don't know. Would be funny if he mimicked a long note. No, he would get canceled. Wouldn't be funny. Jesus, no, I'm still shocked. Holy shit, a red super chat. I don't remember the last time I saw one. Caucasian is just a badass gang sign, is it? Why the GTA? Yeah, the Indian one was the funniest, I think. American Sign Language was organically developed. Yeah, you can basically point out that this happened before political correctness. So in a time when people just managed to say whatever they wanted, right? I guess like the argument with the sign language is also that, well, you're not going to get people offended since they don't know the sign language. Like if you hear, well, actually if you see like 3 or 4 people talking in sign language, even if they do all of these gestures, you wouldn't know what they mean. I mean, the Nazi one, you probably figured it out. But if they do it discreetly enough, you wouldn't even know, because they don't have to do the proper salute, so there's that. Yeah, don't let localizers know about sign language. Amen to that. How do they say transgender? Oh my god, let's hear that. Right, so ASL transgender. Yeah, I think like the new signs I think the new signs are more politically correct. Like what does it mean? You have your hand like this and you turn it into a fist. Yeah, it's not okay. We got pride signs for trans for ASL. So all right, let's look at this, guys. So we're starting with the word pride. What the hell? Do you have to make the funny face? Like, is the funny face part of the thing, or what? Why is he making thumbs up? Turn it down. Move it to your chest. Okay. I want to mention that there is a deaf company named Route 66 that is currently selling. Wait, is he actually doing a sponsored content while telling me? Oh my god! All right, so all right, parade. Let's look at parade. All right, queer. Not everyone is comfortable with the term. All right, is it like LGBTQ? Like the Q is, or is it okay? Yeah, these ones, these recent additions seem to be more in touch with political correctness. So they're not as funny as the previous ones we discussed. Yeah, sponsor skip. Yeah. Steven Crowder got struck for using the word. Is it a slur now? Is it a slur? I just can't keep up with it anymore. I just can't keep up with it. Like, it used to be the recommended one. I thought the F word is a slur. Now this one is a slur? Can I say homosexual? Is that still allowed? What is up with people like constantly banning words from year to year? That's I don't think queer is a word. Is it LGBTQ? Like, look, I'm Romanian. I unironically don't know. Like, if it is, I mean, I never said it except now when talking about it because the guy brought it up. But like, oh, the Vox apocalypse. Okay, well, no, they just like needed a reason to ban Crowder, right? Because like the Vox was putting pressure on YouTube, so they just like needed a reason to give him a strike so they would fuck off. It's not because he said it. It's like they just had to nitpick. Any word you understand is a slur. It's kind of like that, isn't it? I was told that homosexual was a slur now. Oh, come on. No, fucking well. Let me Google it. Is homosexual a slur? Oh, there's people that are actually... Holy shit, psychology. Why is the word homosexual considered to be offensive? Oh, fuck off. Especially when it's used like a noun, like he's a homosexual. It's a bit outdated, but not necessarily a slur. Oh, come on. Over time, the word homosexual has gone from being a label to a slur. When was this written, though? 2021. Historically, homosexuality has been demonized as a sin. Despite popular belief, the word homosexual is not mentioned in the Bible until quite recently. Yeah, but like, okay, so if you call it something else, do you change the meaning of it? I don't get it. I, if I use sodomite, is that a slur as well? So, like, who gets to decide? Is there a list of approved words that I have to freshen up every single fucking year? I'm a straight man dating a trans woman, and I'm not gay. Okay. It's like, how can it be outdated? Like, what does that mean? Like, the word is outdated. What? It's like, so people don't use... Like, is there any other words that get outdated? Like, for example, I don't know. Let's think about a word that's old. Monocycle. Okay, do you guys know what a monocycle is? They exist, by the way. Right? So monocycle is something like this. When's the last time you heard anyone say the word monocycle? Is the word outdated? Like, just because people don't use it, am I not allowed to say it? How do you steer this thing, though? How do you move left and right? Why would anyone buy this contraption? Jesus. I mean, I guess it's cheaper to manufacture, so there's that. Maybe so that you can show off. It's like, hey, I got a monocycle and I can ride it. Yeah, I bet that ChatGPT can't keep up with the TOS updates. Like, even ChatGPT is not able to know if it's a slur or not. Oh, it's a clown bike? No, we don't use the word clown bike anymore. That's offensive. It's a monocycle. No, hipster cycle is offensive as well. It's monocycle. You know, actually, no, they wouldn't do that, right? Because it's also about humiliating you in a way. Right? Like, they don't just replace it with a word, right? Like, they don't say, okay, you can't use this term, and instead you have to use... So they would have to make something really long and cumbersome, right? So it would be, it's not a clown bike. It's a vehicle with only one wheel that requires you to lead in order to achieve the correct direction. Right? No, think about it, right? Like, they will say it's not illegal, right? Illegal. It's just one word. It's simple to say. You conveyed exactly what transpired. You know, the fact that someone is in a country and he got there by breaking the law. They will say, no, it's undocumented citizen. Like, all of a sudden, you have to say two words now. And it doesn't mean shit. It's like, undocumented. So get the fucking documentations then. Oh, he can't, can he? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like, you can't say prisoner. You have to say citizen without freedom. Different wheeled bicycle. Yeah. Yeah, we can't call it bicycle. That's correct, Tarik. We can't call it bicycle. Calling it bicycle is offensive. We need to call it duocycle. Duocycle. That's how you need to call it from now on. What's a prisoner of war? I don't know. Hold on, let me ask ChatGPT. I'll ask ChatGPT. So, let me see. How can I phrase the prompt? Raising the prompt is as important as knowing to use the thing. So okay, if the word prisoner of war was a slur, give me 10 politically correct ways of describing it. Describing a POW. Make it incredibly academic. Creating the academic terms for prisoner of war, including language that is respectful, dignified, and sensitive. Internationally detained combatant, captured service member. I love this one. I think this one is the best. Internationally detained combatant, armed force detainee, conflict captured soldier, hostilities related detainee. Oh my fucking god. Non-criminal war detainee. See, this is what political correctness is doing. Like, it's taking something that's easy to say, like POW. Like, immediately you know what it is, you understand it, and they make a sausage out of it. Like a sausage of words, as if it's from the fucking Germans' asshole themselves. You know, you don't really understand just how funny the shit that I said is, unless you know German. Germans are such collectivists. They collectivize words, chat. Like, Germans, they take 3, sometimes 4 words together, and they put them in one big word, and they make the fucking sausage. Everything they speak is a sausage. Like the people that make political correctness, only sausages come out of their mouths. It's like words that are never ending. You start speaking and you end up being an old man by the time you finish the sentence. Am I wrong though? Am I wrong? I think we should end it here before I have an aneurysm. I already used up all my voice, and I'm coughing. There's no Dungeons and Dragons this week, by the way. I think Sargon said he can't make it. So there won't be Dungeons and Dragons on Thursday. But next week, there will be. In the meantime, I will see you guys tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Noah, for the $99.99. And I'll